welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 eyeshadow application tips, tricks, and techniques. And I want to go ahead and just jump right into it. So the first tip is to use more than one brush. So using only one brush can cause your eyeshadows to begin to look a little bit muddy, especially if you're not cleaning between applications. So if you do only have one brush, you'll definitely want to clean your brush between colors. Think of it like painting, like when you're using watercolors. You would clean your brush before switching to the next color, or you would have more than one brush. The problem with having only one brush though is that honestly trying to clean your brush between each application is a little bit more time consuming, so having more than one brush is super handy and helpful. And tip number 2 is to actually do your eye makeup before you do your face makeup. The reason for this is that it's actually going to make it much easier to clean up if you have any fallout, and it'll help give you a little bit more precise lines, especially if you're doing concealer. You can really define your eyes that way. Now, I will be perfectly honest in saying that I don't typically follow this rule, but I can tell you that if you have major fallout under your eye, it makes it a huge problem with cleanup. Like, you have to wipe all under your eye and then you have to retouch up your makeup. It just, quite honestly, is a little bit of a hassle. So my tip would be to do your eyes first and then do your face makeup. Tip number 3 is to use an eyeshadow primer. It's important to prep your eyes because this will help prevent creasing. It'll actually increase the longevity of your wear time, and it can even help enrich the colors that you're using. I will say this though, if you have especially oily eyelids, whether naturally or from product that you're using, I would recommend to actually blot your eyes before using the primer. You could also set this with a setting powder as well before using your eyeshadows, and that will help create a very long-lasting eye makeup look. Tip number 4 is to apply your eyeshadows from lightest to darkest. When you're applying your eyeshadows, you're going to probably be using a mixture of light and dark colors, but applying lightest to darkest will actually give you a little bit more control over your blending. Tip number 5 is to apply lightly and work your way up. The thing with makeup is that you can always apply more. So what I would do is I would start with your application very light, blend, apply more until you get your desired effect. This is especially helpful if you tend to be a little bit heavy-handed with your makeup. And the final tip is to use your brush wet. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this on the back of my hand real quick with the Mermaid Lagoon eyeshadow. I will go ahead and apply it first on the back of my hand dry. Gives you just a very soft wash of blue like that. Hopefully you can see it. So that's Mermaid Lagoon applied dry. And then I like to just spritz my brush here with a little bit of facial mist. You can use just plain water too, and that's totally fine. But applying your eyeshadow wet really enhances the color, and if your eyeshadow has any shimmer in it, it helps enhance that shine as well. And this is Mermaid Lagoon right next to the dry application with the wet application, and you can see that it really brings out the color, makes it more vibrant. So that would be my tip if you're wanting a little bit more vibrant makeup look, would be to use your eyeshadows wet. And those are my eyeshadow application tips, techniques, and tricks. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have any tips and tricks that you would like to share, and until next time, take care. Bye!